Welcome back to the channel, guys. So we're just moving on to the interior of this car. So I've got the big Bertha Flex, what is it called, VC21 LMC vacuum cleaner out. Basically a powerful vacuum with filters in it and a really long pipe and a really good long crevice tool there as well, which can get right down the sides of the seats and all that sort of stuff. So in here it's just full of, you know, you've done a long road trip and your steering wheel's starting, you're getting your hands on there and it just needs cleaning, or it starts matting up, it starts greasing up this and wears and goes like sandpaper. So you just need to keep regularly cleaning it, and all the contact areas have got greasy and there's dirt probably down in here and bits in the back. I'm going to redress the headliner as well. Still looking pretty good, but when the sun was out I noticed one corner of it was just looking a little bit pale. Just wipe over the dashboard, vacuum it all out. Like I say, take that out, bang it all out first. This is just all of the products I'm using. This big puffy Detail Factory brush is good for, it's really good actually for, it's really good when you've got Alcantara bits and you can, when you finish, you can just brush it all over, and it's really good for just poking around and dusting, and you can cover ground. Gets all the dust out. Oh, I'm not filming that very well. See, poking around, it's not too stiff. It's a soft brush. It's just a good dusting brush, I find, and good for just getting everything out of those crevices. It's like a dusting brush. That for more working and cleaning stuff. This is the old AliExpress one. With a bit of, that's got good on carpets as well. You want to scrub out a little carpet gently. It's not going to tear up the carpet. This is a good brush. I've talked about this loads of times. This brush is so good for interiors. A load of waffle weave towels, because they're not going to leave little fibres and stuff, and I can do glass with them and all that sort of bits. Glass cleaner, Surfex HD, just to clean the bits that have got grease on them, you know, like finger skin stuff. This is my favourite scent. What's it called? Black Night. It's quite punchy, but it's good. It's got like a slight gangster lean to it, but it's got a bit of, I don't know, it's just nice. It's strong. So one little squirt of that in the footwell at the end is enough. That's the Autoglym trim dressing. That's trace-less glass cleaner to get all the inside of the glass. I'll get it on the end of there. I have big trouble reaching that screen with the inside of that screen with the cage in the back, and I always see little bits that I've missed because I can't get a good wipe on it. It's really tough, that is. Really no easy way to solve that. So it's that. This stuff smells lovely. It's like a cleaning spirit, so you wouldn't use it as like a degreaser. You wouldn't sort of clean finger dead skin off with it or scrub things with it. It's more for light wipe down cleans. Yeah, so I think of it as a cleaning spirit. It doesn't dress either, so it's called an interior detailer, but it's really a pure cleaning product as far as I know. Yeah, and it kills off germs and all that sort of stuff in one hit, you know. And then when you finish doing all your vacuuming, you can spray. Odour removals is something we haven't looked at a lot on this channel because it's really hard to test them, you know. You just sort of use them. So after I've vacuumed everything out, a few spritzes of this into the carpet and fabrics, and just like a quick work in, not loads of it, just a little bit, just to kill off any odours and stuff like that. That's worth doing once in a while. Starting to wear a little bit there when you get in and out of it. Some other useful things, yes, so the Autoglym dressing on there. But that's pretty much all of the tooling that I'm going to need to use to do the inside of this. And over the years, you've seen me do this. Yeah, I think get the vacuuming done first is the best bet, and then do the dusting. You could do the dusting first if you're going to pull some bits, but one or the other. Keep the vacuum to hand, vacuum it all out. You know, do your dusting, then do your wipe downs, and then do your wiping out stuff, and then do your dressing. You know, odour eliminator, dressing, air fresheners at the end in that order. After your vacuuming, you could do your steering wheel, your wet stuff with the APC if you like. Yeah, just get it all clean, and when you're doing it, you feel like you're not making much of a difference really. But if you do it all properly, you know, and get everything nice, the next time you get in the car, you're like, ooh, yeah, it's good. And that's, yeah, it's just a bit of thing you need to do every now and then. You know, most of the time I just vacuum the footwell out and that's it. And then every now and then I'll clean it. And after a road trip, that's a good time. So are there any other products I've forgotten there? I don't think there are, or any other tooling that I might use. No, I think that's it. The main thing is, I think sometimes you need that extra grunt to really get it clean. I use that as a maintenance vacuum because I just grab it. I don't have to bust it out of the cupboard, and it just gets it okay. But this thing has got a lot more suck on it, and I don't know. We've never covered what the best vacuums is. In my opinion, if you just get one with loads of power and a good long lead, you're kind of there. And having good tools is good. You use the brush to kind of work upholstery and fibres and stuff and pull on things, anything you want to sort of scrub on, but you lose suction obviously with the brush because it's not all sealed off. So most of the time that you should use on sort of flat bits of carpet because you can cover ground a bit quicker, but really the difference isn't massive. So you often see people using crevice tools, just crevice tools, but I sometimes like to use that as well. But you could do it all with a crevice tool because the thing is you can keep swapping the heads around on your thing, but if you put the crevice tool on, you can generally have a go at everything. So that's the one that you would probably have, even though it's for crevices, because it's not a massive area to cover. And if you take it off and put the other one and you move over here, and you've got to put the other one back on. So yeah, there we go, guys. So yeah, apart from that, just dusting, all that sort of stuff. Anything to watch out for on here? Not really. I think the plastics on the instrument consoles you want to just handle with a little bit of care, and you kind of stereo, the buttons can be a bit soft on there, so you don't go like pulling on them really hard with the microfiber, and the screens, don't push them because you can damage the LCD screens. Is there anything else? You want to be careful spraying stuff around in here because it can go everywhere. Apart from that, you just want to work your way around the car. There's never much to do in the back of the car, so you could probably get your vacuuming done in the back and get that glass done, and then wipe down those two door cards, and you can forget about the back almost. So I'll probably do that bit as well. But like I say, vacuuming first. So that's a bit of an interior detailing video. And I might come back in when it's all finished. The reason you need APC as well is the pedals, yeah. They benefit from getting some APC on the brush and just scrubbing over them. And again, that brush is good for that. And then just like a wipe down with a microfiber cloth. Yeah, and get it all clean in there. Okay, so that's the videoing done. Now I've got to actually crack on with it. Doug.